players from all over Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao gather here at the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center in San Juan City to showcase their skills and maximize their opportunity of a once-in-a-lifetime quest here as we bring you Manny Pacquiao's Maharlika Pilipinas Volleyball Association 2023 Scouting Combine. And ito ang ating mga manlalaro. As you can see here, the turnout has been great here at the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center. Hello everyone who's watching us live on the Plus Network digital platforms and also on the Shaky Super League social media pages. Ken Pangilinan po ang makakasama nyo ngayong gabi alongside Jong Panerio. And you know, Jong, itong ever since Senator Manny Pacquiao announced na magkaaroon ng volleyball league, ito nga, tinatawag nating Maharlika Pilipinas Volleyball Association. Maraming usap-usapan, the anticipation has been immense, and finally, we get a glimpse of what itong Maharlika Pilipinas Volleyball Association is all about.
Yes, Ken, and you know, I am very excited, Ken, because volleyball never sleeps here in the country. And you know, what makes this MPVA very special is that not only the amateur or professional players can join the team, but it will be a combined pool of talents from different cities, municipalities here in the Philippines. And also, Ken, you know, expect a very diverse pool composition here in the inaugural season of MPVA.
You know, probably sa ating mga kaliga volleyball fans, medyo mystery pa, no? What itong Maharlika Pilipinas Volleyball Association is all about. Pero ngayon, meron po tayong tinatawag ngayon na MPVA Scouting Combine. Jong, can you discuss to us ano yung pwede lang asahan dito?
Well, ang maasahan ng mga viewers natin here in the inaugural season of MPVA is that different team owners will actually have the privilege to select players professionally, homegrown talent. So, it also in support of the development of volleyball in a grassroots level, Ken.
So meron po tayong mga athletic test na magaganap. So mamaya, matutunghayan niyo po yan. Meanwhile, we have our third member of our panel, si Sab San Diego. Sab?
Ken and Zong, and of course, volleyball fans who were tuning in. Alam ba, meron nga tayong 60 plus participants para nga sa ating first ever scouting combine na dito nga sa MPVA. At hindi lang yan, syempre kasama rin naman natin ang mga coaches at mga team representatives. At kanina nga lang din, ayan, sinabi rin na rin ng ating coach na meron nga naman tayong 5 stations na dapat abangan. We have the setting, we have a spiking station, we have digging, blocking, and of course, serving as well. So yan nga ang makikita natin dito. And moreover, we also have ang ating mga warm-up. Meron din naman tayong bola handling and at the same time drills as well. And last but not the least, meron din naman tayong scrimmage na mangyayari at the end of the day. Pero kayo nga, Ken and Jong, sino ba ang mga inaabangan nga natin dito sa ating first ever MPVA Scouting Combine?
You know, Sab, later on, we'll get on to that. But ito nga, meron tayong spiking, serving, setting, blocking, and digging. And yun nga, each of the skills will have their own station. So, Jong, syempre, marami din nag-aabang, no, kung sino yung mga dapat tunghayan nating mga players. And we've seen doon sa ating mga videos earlier, may mga familiar faces, no?
Yes, exactly. And you know, I'm very, very excited. Sa mga athletes na mag-try out here in the MPVA, I'm looking forward to see ISO Sandra De Los Santos. Well, Sandra De Los Santos for me is one of the most successful graduates of Perpetual. She was a former national team. She bagged several MVP and multiple professional awards. And also, we have some prolific setters like AC Masangkay, Rhea Ramirez. I saw earlier sa list, Liza Bendong. And also, we're expecting May Makatuno here in the MPVA Scouting Combine.
So, syempre, kasama din dyan, former NCAA players like Zonzi Dahab, I saw kanina, Vea Season, yan, yung mga fans ng NCAA for sure, very familiar sa mga faces na yan. So, you know, Jong, ang dami nating players na nag-turn out. Actually, nagulat ako, no? But, eto, more of the MPVA when we return, only here on the Plus Network. Volleyball Association 2023 Scouting Combine as you had a look of some of the players na handa pong magpakitang gilas dito sa ating bagong liga. And Ken Pangilinan pa rin po kasama si Jong Panerio. And Jong, so far, your thoughts on what has been so far a magandang turnout sa ating scouting combine?
Well, this is a very good opportunity, not only for our homegrown talents, but of course for our former professional volleyball players to showcase their talent and sport again. And you know, it is a very good opportunity again as well na magsama-sama hindi lang yung mga amateur professional, but as well as the homegrown talents in one tournament, Ken.
And let's not forget, we've got mga team owners and team managers of the respective teams nandito po ngayon para mag-scout sa ating mga manlalaro. And for sure, these players, they really prepared really well, that given that this is a huge opportunity for them, Joe.
Tama ka dyan, Ken. And of course, as an athlete, it's very important to impress the team owners. But at the end of the day, you want to be to get their service is that because you want to play for the MPVA, Ken.
And alam mo, Jong, halo-halo halo-halo yung mga players na nandito. So, ito, pag-usapan naman natin, Jong, yung importance of warming up. No? And as you could see the players here, can you give us a glimpse of how important itong klaseng exercise na ito?
Well, Ken, for volleyball, I mean, you need to have, it is not about just spiking, you need to have a very good conditioning, and also you need to be very physically okay, Ken, kasi you know naman sa volleyball, minsan nagtatagal yung isang laro ng 30 minutes na walang break. So you really need to be very fit, Ken, para tumagal sa laro here in MPVA.
And kaya nga, nakikita natin some of the players, they're really relishing this opportunity. Nagulat nga tayo, ang daming pumunta po dito sa Philoil Eco Oil Center. And they are ready to go. They are ready to show what they are made of here. And in the hopes of finding their team here. We have at least 6 guaranteed teams already here, no, Jong?
Ang dami nga nag-try out, Ken. But you know, by the end of the day, ilan lang magpipili dyan, Ken. So there will be no tomorrow, Ken. If there is a day that you want to give your best para mapili ng mga team owners natin, that is here in the MPVA Scouting Combine.
And to share us more about what's about itong Maharlika Pilipinas Volleyball Association is none other than our good commissioner, Mr. Mike Tavera. Hello, Sir Mike.
Good evening.
So, Sir Mike, pag-usapan lang natin, no, paano niyo ba binuo itong Maharlika Pilipinas Volleyball Association?
Well, nag-start to by a friendly meet ng mga Tomasians. Well, si Sir Emer and Doc Ian met on a place, and then he got interviewed about volleyball. So and then si Senator Manny is really want to have his own league. So from there it started. We had a meeting with Senator Manny, and then we gave him our platform, and he agreed for the start of the MPVA.
And Sir Mike, we know naman that this will be a combined pool of professional, amateur, and homegrown talents.
Yes.
So I would like to know, so far, what is the mission and vision of MPVA?
Well, the mission and vision of MPVA is very simple. No, we want to have homegrown talents. We want to discover new players. Of course, we are happy that these ladies joined us today. So we just want to have a pool of players and the home and away games. Yung mga tipong gano'n, yun ang gusto ng Senator. Masaya yung feeling ng environment ng gym na lahat, tas may mga local mga local homegrowns. So that's his mission.
So, Sir, isa yan sa mga dapat abangan, no, ng ating mga volleyball
Yes, sir.
fans. So, Sir, with regards naman sa ating mga players, no, familiar ba kayo about their requirements? Sino ba yung mga eligible to play sa ating bagong league?
Of course, Filipino citizen, 18 years old. Can be ex-pro, can be regular players and the homegrown players. Pero for the ex-pro, it should be na wala na yung kanilang GAB license and expired GAB license, or they have to forfeit their GAB license, and they have to be released by their team.
Well, it's a good to know, sir, that we have some rules on getting the services of these players. But,
Yes.
well, 60 players, more than 60 players are here tonight. So what is the goal of this MPVA Scouting Combine?
The goal of this combine is to to let the team owners see the potential players that they want to recruit. And then eventually, for the positions like setter, open, middle, and ganyan. So kung meron silang kulang sa team nila, they could select from this group.
And sir, no, ang dami nating team owners, managers
Yes.
na present po. So, can you give us a glimpse of ano po dapat nilang asahan right after the scouting combine that we have?
Well, they should be called. Sana they should be called, and then after this combine, the team owners will also have their tryouts in their own LGUs. No, may sarili silang tryouts nila, and then they would get if ever these people they could get, and eventually, yun na, makabuo na sila ng team nila.
Okay. And Sir Mike, well, right now I see some familiar faces, and
Yes.
you've mentioned that there will be tryouts sa mga local communities, no? So, are there like certain numbers of players na kukunin from the homegrown talents, from
Okay.
the professional and amateur?
Well, for the homegrown, the requirement is 3, but it can be more. Okay. For the ex-pro, it's 3. It's limited to 3. 3 lang. And then for the regular players, for the whole 19. The players are 19, 14 to play. The 3 homegrown should be on the lineup every time.
So sir, talagang inaabangan po ng volleyball fans itong MPVA. What can you expect moving forward sa ating Maharlika Pilipinas Volleyball Association?
Well, in-expect natin na magiging masaya to. Magiging nationwide yung magiging coverage natin dito. And hopefully by next year, mas dumami yung team, mas mahaba yung liga.
Sir, your chance to invite our viewers to join and watch itong ating Maharlika Pilipinas Volleyball Association.
Yes, we invite you to watch MPVA and support yung Facebook page ng Maharlika Volleyball Association. So, yun po. Panoorin nyo po itong aming tryouts ngayon, and hope we can see you soon.
There you have it, our commissioner, Mr. Mike Tavera. And, well, we have Sab Sanjego on the sidelines. What do you have, Sab?
Kenneth, so ngayon nga, Team Pakis na former Tomasyan. At ngayon nga na nandito ka ngayon sa scouting combine. Kwentuhan mo kami, paano mo ba nalaman ito?
Nalaman ko po kay yung isa lang din po dito, si Shika po. Parang siya yung naging source namin kasi kinontak daw siya ng parang nag-aayos dito. So, ayun, parang lahat, madami kasi kami talagang nawalan talaga ng team nung pandemic. So, tas ngayon parang nakita-kita kami sa mga larong labas. Like, pumupunta kaming Mindanao, Visayas, Luzon, yan, kahit saan na kami naglalaro. Ayun.
Ayan, at alam mo ba, ang dami talagang nag-aabang sa'yo na bumalik. Even sa social media, napakatunog ng pangalan mo. Aware ka ba dito?
Opo, aware naman. So ayun, excited din naman. Talagang iniintay namin tong opportunity na to na mabigyan. Kaya thankful din kami na may ganito.
To all volleyball fans who are tuning in, sabi ko nga, inaabangan ka nila dito. At aware ka naman, batiin mo naman sila.
So hi sa mga fans dyan na nag-aabang at andyan lagi, simula't simula pa. Tapos hanggang ngayon naniniwala pa din na makakabalik pa din ako kahit ganito. So thank you po sa inyong lahat sa tiwala at talagang kaya natin to.
Kaya natin yan. So anyway, Ken and Jong.
Thank you very much, Sab Sanjego and Jong. A familiar face on the sidelines with Dim Pakres.
And of course, yes, sabi nga ni Dim, na maniniwala daw siya na makakatalon pa siya. Well, ako Dim, na naniniwala ako na kaya mo pa din makatalon here in MPVA.
Mga kaliga, we'll pause for a quick break. We'll return only here on the Maharlika Pilipinas Volleyball Association Scouting Combine.
set po siya. Okay? Okay, sample.
Kabila. Oh, ready. Partner, next three, next. Okay. Go. Ready, next three, ready. Sige, tuloy lang hanggang dulo. Sige, tuloy.
Back with us here at the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center in San Juan City for the 2023 Maharlika Pilipinas Volleyball Association Scouting Combine. Ken and Jong pa rin po ang inyong kasama. And Jong, we saw kanina, no, Coach Kung Fu Reyes, and he has been the facilitator sa ating scouting combine so far.
Yes, and I think Coach Kung Fu is having one of the hardest job here in the MPVA because he's responsible on choosing which player yung makakapasok sa mga teams natin here in MPVA.
And we're seeing right now the players conducting their drill. So, explain naman sa atin, Jong, what is exactly happening right now?
Well, right now, they're actually practicing throwing or ball handling. It's very important, Ken, because here in volleyball, it's very important na hindi ka matawagan ng mga referees, especially ng mga double violation. So, yung mga ganyang simple matters, kailangan pinapractice din yan, Ken.
And here we have ang ating Director of Operations to more or less explain itong ating Maharlika Pilipinas Volleyball Association. None other than Mr. Gino Panganiban, and later on matutunghayan natin siya. Here he is. Ito, Sir Gino, magandang gabi po sa inyo. Sir Gino, so marami nagtataka sa ating mga volleyball fans. What exactly is the Maharlika Pilipinas Volleyball Association? Is it a professional league, and what kind of league is it?
Okay. When this was conceptualized, actually, we were thinking about having a club volleyball league, no? So, it's actually amateur in a sense, no? Hindi pa siya talaga professional. But right now, that is what we are looking at, no? But we aim to have, we aim bigger, no? We wanted this tournament to be really big, no? In terms of participation of the teams, in terms of the LGUs that will be participating. Yeah, yun ang namin talaga, goal namin for the MPVA.
Okay, and sir, how many teams are we expecting to join here in MPVA?
Well, we're looking at 8-12 teams for this year's edition. But eventually, no, baka next year, no, baka dodoble na yung participations natin with the encouragement that we are receiving right now, no, at saka yung gusto talagang sumali, and even from way back south, no, Visayas and Mindanao, already they wanted to really join, no, But still, we're in the process of finalizing all our regulations, pate. But right now, we're still focusing on the inaugural tournament that we'll be having.
And sir, nakikita po natin, we've got team managers, team owners na under the watchful eyes na pinapanood yung ating mga players. So sir, can you give us a glimpse of how the tournament format will be?
Okay. Sa una pa lang, our principal wanted to have it talaga na single round robin. Now all the teams will meet each other. No? So single round robin yan, whether it's going to be 8 or 12 or 16 or what, basta single round robin. So yun muna ang uunahin natin. Now, we want it to be like for like 2023, very limited na yung time natin, no? Because it's already bare months na ngayon. No? So we barely have like 3, 4 months before we end our year. No? So yun ang ano namin, single round robin, and then eventually we will have a quarterfinals, semifinals, and the finals. That will be, of course, best of 3 or from quarterfinals until the finals.
And yes, sir, thank you for that overview. But, well, we have different teams all over the country from different municipalities. So,
Correct.
paano yung magiging schedule natin, sir?
Well, like I said, this inaugural tournament muna, it's going to be confined within Metro Manila and the nearby provinces. Okay? So, what we're going to do is that kung meron namang host or home team na they wanted to host the games, then we will go there. No? But eventually, like I said, this is going to be a big one, and baka yung Visayas and Mindanao is going to be part of our itinerary in the coming years.
And sir, itong mga volleyball fans, talagang inasahan nila na magkaroon ng ganitong tournament. Ano po naman yung pwede lang asahan moving forward in our Maharlika Pilipinas Volleyball Association?
Well, we're giving there's a lot of players actually. No? As you can see right now, no, napakadaming players. Some are ex-pros, some are ex-club volleyball players, collegiate players. No? We wanted to give them the chance to play again. No? So that is one, and of course, not only that, those newly graduate, fresh from college. No, we wanted to give them the chance also to experience this kind of tournament. So yun ang gusto na namin mangyari. No, and of course this is going to be to showcase volleyball and to help also the development of volleyball in our country. Yun ang yun ang talaga sadya namin.
And sir, this is your chance to invite all the volleyball fans na tumutok sa ating bagong liga.
Oh yes, do watch out for the coming tournament that we will be having for this year. Sa MPVA. Wait for that. And then soon, magkakaroon tayo ng ng this tournament. No? So, I'd like to invite all of our spectators, especially those from the LGUs, the provinces. No? You have a team already that you will root for. No? Pwede kayong support this team. No? And it's going to be an exciting one.
So there you have it. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you so much also. Thank you.
The Director of Maharlika Pilipinas Volleyball Association Operations, Mr. Gino Panganiban. Your thoughts, Jong, on that interview?
Well, this is going to be very big, Ken. Well, I like the vision that right now we're starting this, but in next year, he's eyeing to expand yung reach ng MPVA and even going to Visayas and Mindanao.
And yun nga, matutunghayan natin from the grassroots level, yung mga collegiate players, ex-professional players, will be featured here in our very new league. More on the Maharlika Pilipinas Volleyball Association when we return. the Philoil Eco Oil Center in San Juan City as we bring you the Maharlika Pilipinas Volleyball Association Scouting Combine. Ken Pangilinan pa rin po kasama si Jong Panega. And we see here Doc Ian Laurel, and at his back, some of the team owners and coaches, Jong.
And of course, Ken, as a team owner, you want to be very selective on the players na gusto mo mapasama sa team mo. Of course, you want every player to have a contribution since this will be the inaugural season of MPVA.
Yan sa likod nyo, San Juan, June Usman, Vice Mayor Jel Alonte, and Councilor of Marikina, the Councilor Coach Elvis Tolentino, magkakatabi dyan and very intently watching ang ating mga manlalaro. Meanwhile, Sab San Diego has a report for us. Sab?
Ken and Jong, ngayon nga kasama ko naman si Yumi Yonko, isa nga sa mga inaabangan dito sa MPVA. So matanong ko lang, sino ba ang nag-udyok sa'yo to join here?
Actually, sa tagal kasi namin hindi na nakakapag-volleyball sa professional and gusto sana namin mas ma-enhance pa ulit yung skills namin. So we join here and together with my teammates po sa Philippine Air Force. Yun po.
Okay, so syempre hindi lang naman teammates mo ang kasama mo dito. Even your sister is here na si Iyari. So anong masasabi mo na pareha nga kayo or parehas nga kayo na nandito nga sa ating scouting combine?
Actually, dream namin together na magsama sa isang team since sa Philippine Air Force, pero hindi pa kasi kami nakakapag-join talaga kasi nga last year nanganak siya. So ito pa lang yung pinaka first time sana, if ever, dito pa lang sa league na to na maging mag-teammates kami.
At dahil dyan, sino naman ba ang mga gusto mong i-shoutout? Of course, like what I said, live nga tayo ngayon.
Binabati ko po yung family ko sa Bulacan, Hagonoy, Bulacan, yung Hagonoy Water District, and yung mother ko po sa family ko sa Cebu, si mommy and si daddy po. And yung mga boss ko po sa Philippine Air Force and coaches and teammates po.
And there you have it, Miss Yumi Yonko. Okay, so good luck sa'yo. Enjoy. Now, back to you, Ken and Jong.
Maraming salamat, Sab San Diego. And you know, Jong, what I love about the volleyball community is very tight-knit. Halos lahat itong magkakakilala, di ba?
Exactly, Ken. And you know, the players that we see right now, they were once the superstars of their era. And I'm happy that they can still play volleyball. And here, in the inaugural season of MPVA.
And as we speak, Jong, patuloy pa rin, no? Yung mga conduction of exercises para sa ating Maharlika Pilipinas Volleyball Association Scouting Combine. You see here almost 100 players trying to showcase their skills and character here.
Exactly, and kung makikita mo, Ken, I think they're already practicing the reception. And we know that reception is the first very important in learning volleyball, the basic of volleyball, because if you don't have any reception, how can the setter set the ball to their attacker?
And Jong, sino yung mga nagpa-excite sa'yo na mga nakita mo so far na pumasok dito sa ating scouting combine?
Yes, Ken, ako sobrang na-excite ako when I saw May Makatuno entering here in the arena. Well, we know May, former Philippine national member and also were once the main setter of Adamson Lady Falcons.
And to discuss more about the Maharlika Pilipinas Volleyball Association, we have here Mr. Alan Reyes to join us here in our panel. Hello, sir. Good evening, sir. So, sir, can you share with us kung ano yung magiging tournament format natin?
Okay, tournament format was going to be introduced like a home and away games. Okay, so if you're going to get the home, like a home court advantage, like what they say in the current basketball scene now, you will host. So that's what you call a home game. Then the other one is an away game. Is for example, your Team Manila and you're going away for competition in Bacoor, Cavite. So that's an away game. So that's and of course the LGUs will also have to have a well, of course the courts, the preparation of the courts. The courts should be, they have at least to have a net pole, which we call it well, in volleyball terms, we call it as butas, for us to have the nets and the referee stands, and of course the poles to hold on to the nets also.
And sir, I'm very interested to know how are the local government units involved here in MPVA?
Well, so far, there's a very good turnout. I cannot say how many yet, but there is a good handful of them. And as you can see at our back, there are a few here already. Hopefully, some of them will join us also. But for this inaugural, hopefully we'll have at least 8 and a maximum of 12. Hopefully.
And sir, you discuss about yung counterpart, no? Basketball counterpart, the MPBL. They've been adapting the home and away format.
Yes.
Dito naman sa ating Maharlika Pilipinas Volleyball Association, can you share with us like the similarities and differences in terms of handling yung ating tournament?
Okay. Well, volleyball, like in a sense that of course you have to have a gym or a venue for it, and like I've told the latter, you have to have holes for the nets, and of course the natural the normal dimensions of the courts, and hopefully an air-conned competition also. But if not, we will see at least it has to be well ventilated, and of course again putting it into perspective again, the home and away is of course home is meaning you are the host, and the away is you are the opponent. Plain and simple as that. Let's put it that muna in layman's term.
And as we know, sir, that MPBL plays all over the country, in basketball courts at easy to find. So what will be the difference of MPBL here in MPVA?
Well, we're hoping that we have to have a Taraflex court, meaning the flooring, which is very viable for, of course, injury prone. But well, like the other courts naman that they always have the how do you explain it, the wood type, the parquet flooring. But on top of it we put a Taraflex, and to ensure safety, and of course in volleyball rules also we have to have that number one.
And sir, for sure, dahil nga home and away yung ating mga local fans, inaabangan po pumunta sa kanilang mga venue. Why don't you invite them to watch out for our new league?
Okay, people out there, please start supporting our MPVA this coming, hopefully this coming October. If all things pushes through, we'll have between 8 to 12 teams again, hopefully. And also, LGUs normally have the control in inviting their own constituents, people from the province and from their home cities.
And that's really something to look forward to. Maraming salamat po, Mr. Alan Reyes. Meanwhile, we've got our third member of our panel, Sab Sanjego. Sab, what do you have?
Another former Tomasyan, dito nga yan sa ating scouting combine. Kaya naman welcome. But I do have to ask, what made you decide to join nga dito?
What made me decide to come here? It's because it's really my dream to play in another level after my college. But then pandemic happened, so I'm here. But this is an opportunity for every one of us na hindi kasama sa PBL, because everyone here wants to play naman.
Very well said. But another question for you is that kapag ikaw nga ay napili, ano yung kaya mong i-offer or ma-contribute?
Well, that's something that I can offer here sa liga na to is I think it's the competitiveness na we can offer, kasi parang naka-experience na kami ng to play na professional level sa volleyball. And syempre, maybe to inspire those aspiring athletes na to become one of us someday. And the future is bright for them, di ba? Na to showcase our talents as a role model.
Okay, so ngayon naman, meron ka bang mga gustong batiin or i-shout out? Maybe your family, your friends who are tuning in.
First of all, I want to say hi for my family, Rivera family, Cucuza family, and the Pancho family. Hello!
All right, thank you so much, and good luck to you. Now back to the panel.
Maraming salamat sa Rica Rivera, one of the faces na dapat natin abangan, Joe.
Exactly, Ken. And Sabrina asking Rica Rivera what she can contribute. We know what Rica Rivera can contribute. She played libero in San Jose, Recoletos, in Cebu, and in UST. And you know what, Ken? Rica Rivera is now studying human kinetics in UP Diliman. So for sure, not only in playing part, but also on conditioning the body of our players.
More of the Maharlika Pilipinas Volleyball Association when we return.
Puro A lang muna, yan, para makita nila. Ikaw pala yan.
Yes, coach. I am first coach. Dami kasi namin setup ng coach.
Ready lang din kayo ha, para sa next drill. Sabayin na natin yung libero at saka mga wing spiker, pass out, saka atake na. Kung anong gusto nilang i-atakehin para... Kuya George, anong oras na sa'yo? Alas 8, no? Alas 8? 7. Labo na ng mata ko eh. Hindi ang alas 9 lang doon.
We continue the coverage of the Maharlika Pilipinas Volleyball Association here at the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center in San Juan City. Ken, Pangalinan pa rin po kasama si Jong Panerio. And Jong, your thoughts so far, no? Medyo tumatagal na tayo dito sa Phil Oil and nakikita natin unti-unti yung potential and the players that were here. So, Jong.
Well, I see Coach George Pascua and Coach Kung Fu Reyes, and we know that both coaches is very prolific. They won championship, and ako kaniniwala ko that, para mapabilang ka sa isang team here in MPVA, you really need to do very well. And we can see here, on our athletes, kanina we see them training on the floor defense. Now we see them training naman, showing their skills on attacking.
And nakikita rin natin, apart from the players, we have a few audience members in attendance, but watching intently are the team managers and the coaches. So far, we've got at least 6 confirmed teams here na matutunghayan natin sa ating pinakabagong volleyball league, the Maharlika Pilipinas Volleyball Association. And we've got one of the team managers and coaches na matutunghayan natin ngayon. As a player, he was a former NCAA champion, and right now, he is the head coach of the Marikina Shoemasters in the MPVA. Walang iba kundi si Counselor Coach Elvis Tolentino. Hello, Coach Elvis.
Good evening sa inyo.
Welcome po sa Maharlika Pilipinas Volleyball Association. So Coach, alam naman natin na very heavily involved kayo sa basketball. You're coaching itong seniors players nyo sa MPBL. Hinahandle nyo rin po yung mga 18, 16, 14 under sa junior MPBL naman. But eto, bagong sport, volleyball.
Volleyball, yes.
So, anong thoughts nyo po na Marikina is taking part sa volleyball league?
Unang-una, we'd like to thank syempre si Senator Manny Pacquiao for doing this. Kasi just like him, ako advocacy ko rin kasi sports sa city ng Marikina. So, ako naman as basketball player, as a basketball coach, ayaw naman namin na puro basketball lang. Kaya yung initiative talaga ni Senator Pacquiao na alam mo yun, na-involve pati women's, ibang sports, ako tingin ko napakaganda para makatulong din talaga sa mga kabataang Pilipino talaga.
And of course, sir, Marikina Shoemaster will be part of the historic inaugural season of MPVA. So ano yung mga hinahanap natin sa players natin para mapabilang sa Marikina Shoemaster?
Well, ako, nung nag-conduct ng coaches namin ng pa-tryout sa volleyball, nagulat ako kasi ang dami pala talagang mga babae na mga kabataan na talagang excited sila nung narinig nila na magkaroon ng MPVA. So, kami naman, ang inalo lang namin, syempre, kami, very competitive kami sa Marikina. So, yun ang hinahanap namin, talagang never say die na attitude. Parang yung team namin sa basketball, yun yung ganun.
And Coach, syempre, mas more involved ka nga sa basketball. But so far, your reaction sa mga nakikita nyo dito sa ating scouting combine?
Well, syempre, halos may pagkakapareho naman to siguro. No? Nagulat ako, ang dami talagang ang daming magagaling na aspirants dito eh. So, baka may makuha pa kami. Although medyo kumpleto na yung teams namin, I brought with me my coach. So baka mamaya may makuha pa kami dahil ang daming magagaling, ang lalaki pa. Sana may makita kami na na pwede.
And sabi ko nga, I know, your job is very hard, no? Selecting players. And right now, sabi mo, marami ka nakitang potential at magagaling na players. May naay na po ba tayo para makabilang sa Marikina Shoemasters?
So far, medyo namimili pa. So hopefully, actually, we leave it sa coach namin. Dahil ako, as a player, tingin ko, baka mali yung judgment ko. So yung coach namin talaga ng volleyball, sila talaga yung magiging mamimili ng mga players nila.
Coach, no, ang daming pwedeng pagpilian. No? Why do you invite our viewers, no? Especially mga taga Marikina na lumahok sa ating Maharlika Pilipinas Volleyball Association?
Yes, sa lahat ng mga Marikenyos, abangan nyo yung MPVA, yung Maharlika Pilipinas Volleyball Association. At ito po yung napakaganda para sa kabataang Marikenyo. Ang importante talaga, nangangarap yung isang bata na may mapaglaruan, lalo na sa ng volleyball. Tayo naman, hindi lang puro basketball. Kailangan pati ibang sports matuunan din natin napansin. Kaya sana supportahan nyo po ang Marikina Lady Shoemasters.
Ayun, maraming salamat po ulit, Counselor Coach Elvis Tolentino. And yun nga, abangan nyo rin po ang ating Marikina Lady Shoemasters, who will be one of the confirmed teams na lalahok sa ating Maharlika Pilipinas Volleyball Association.
Exactly, Ken. And sabi nga ni Counselor, here in Marikina, they are very competitive. Well, I'm very excited to see this team playing here in the first ever MPVA.
We'll see more of the Maharlika Pilipinas Volleyball Association when we return. Phil Oil Eco Oil Center. As we see here, May Makatuno, a very familiar face from the girls from San Marcelino.
Yes, of course, May Makatuno, Ken, one of Adamson's premier setter. She once was part of our national team, played in Asian Women's Volleyball Championship in 2013 and in 2016. She was the main setter of Select Tuna Thailand Volleyball League. She also won several championships with her pro team and with Adamson as their best setter.
Mga kasabayan niya, no? Angela Binting. Of course, you've got Pang Pineda,
Yes.
who's also coaching now in the Adamson Lady Falcons program, as well as Pau Soriano. But the orchestrator of that offense, none other than May Makatuno.
Exactly, and of course, I know that a lot of teams are eyeing May Makatuno to be in their team here in MPVA.
So sino kaya, no, ang makakapag-acquire ng services niya dito? And we're still here at the Maharlika Pilipinas Volleyball Association Scouting Combine. Ken Pangalinan pa rin po, kasama si Jong Panerio. And earlier, we talked to Counselor Coach Elvis Tolentino. And we can see here, Jong, how heavily involved yung ating mga LGUs of the respective cities and provinces.
Exactly, and how stringent is the selection? Sabi nga ni Counselor kanina, they are very particular with the kind of players na isasama nila on their team.
And mamaya, marami pa tayong matutunghayan players, no, dito sa ating MPVA Scouting Combine. And Jong, your thoughts so far, no? But first, nakabang na po si Sab San Diego, who has a report for us.
From Mandaue, Cebu, we have Danica Gendrauli. So, kamusta naman? Anong masasabi mo, of course, sa ating warm-up na kanina nga lang, di ba, ay nagpakitang gilas ka na?
Siyempre, nakakatuwa din, tapos nakakapagod din kasi hindi naman everyday kami nag-ensayo. Pero at least nagka-bonding kami lahat ng mga friends ko before naglalaro din sa pro.
Ngayon naman, curious kami, paano mo ba nalaman itong scouting combine na to?
Nalaman ko lang to sa isang teammate ko, tapos kay Sir Gino. Nag-message siya sa akin if interested ba daw ako maglaro for MPVA. Tapos I said yes naman agad kasi wala naman din akong ginagawa, laro lang.
Okay, meron ka bang mga gustong batiin?
Yes, hi Mami, hi Lola na nasa Cebu, Mandaue, and my brother. Tapos yung sister ko na dito sa QC, and yun lang po.
All out kung all out ang support. But anyway, good luck to you. Now, back to the panel.
Thank you very much, Sab San Diego and Jong, another familiar face in our local volleyball scene.
Of course, Danica Gendrauli, former national team member lang din naman yan ng volleyball, Ken. And of course, we can expect a lot from Jen, aside from the leadership, the experience that she can bring inside the court, if ever, kung saan mang team mapunta si Danica.
And sino kaya, no? Saang team kaya mapupunta ito si Danica? Mapunta kaya siya sa team na nire-represent ngayon ng ating kasama, none other than Laguna Vice Mayor, Mr. Jel Alote.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening po. Good evening sa ating mga kasama sa Maharlika Pilipinas Volleyball Association. Yes, good evening.
And sir, well-documented naman yung inyong hilig sa basketball.
Yes.
Ang dami nyo na pong natulungan, especially in the province of Laguna. But now, it's a whole different sport, volleyball.
Yes.
So, your reaction na itong lalawigan ng Laguna ay magiging bahagi po ng ating Maharlika Pilipinas Volleyball Association.
Yes, syempre una, nakakatuwa dahil eto nga, nabigyan ng opportunity yung mga taga-province na mapasama sa ating MPVA. Hopefully makapag-scout at makapag-tryout kami ng magagaling na player. At syempre, kailangan natin yung mga homegrown matulungan natin to develop para pagdating ng panahon, makita rin natin sila sa mali mo mag-pro or sa magagandang liga dito, katulad ng MPVA.
And yes, sir, you know, Laguna will be part of the historic first conference of MPVA. So how important for you yung selection ng mga players natin para makabilang sa team ninyo?
Siguro talagang i-maximize natin, importante yung maging hardworking at saka talagang yung commitment ng player kailangan natin para mapaganda natin yung team natin. At syempre sa suporta ng mga taga-Laguna. At kaya yung mga kaibigan ko na LGU sa lalawigan ng Laguna, pupuntahan ko kayo at gumawa tayo ng team. Pakita natin ang mga taga-Laguna ay pwede rin sa pang-volleyball.
And sir, alam naman natin, no, medyo short pa lang naman yung kumbaga experience nyo sa volleyball, no? But etong scouting combine natin, ano yung nakikita nyo so far sa ating mga players na natutunghayan natin ngayon?
Actually, nakita natin ito sa scouting, talagang napakagandang ginawa ng MPVA na may scouting dahil yung mga ex-pro na mga college volleyball player talagang magagaling at disiplinado talagang. Kailangan, natutuwa ko, marami na. May nakita na kami mga numbers. May kasama akong coach na nandyan na nag-scout lang. Then mamaya mag-usap kami if ever meron kami mapili na.
And yes, you know what, sir? These players na nakikita natin, they are heavily available na mapasama sa team ninyo. So if ever, what are the expectation? Ano yung ma-expect ng mga players na to on your team, sir?
Pag napapunta sila sa Laguna, siguraduhin ko na talagang susuportahan at hindi sila syempre pababayaan katulad ng ginawa natin sa ating MPVL basketball team. Yeah.
And sir, ito, your chance to invite yung mga, lalo mga taga-Laguna to watch out for our newest volleyball league.
Yes, sa ating mga boss dyan sa lalawigan ng Laguna at syempre yung ating mga volleyballista na taga-Laguna. Inanyayahan ko kayo, magkukontak tayo ng isang conference or isang tryouts na parang scouting din para makabuo tayo ng team, isolid natin ang Laguna para maging competitive lang tayo. At syempre, kailangan natin camaraderie from the other volleyball teams na sasali sa MPVA.
Ayan, maraming salamat po, Vice Mayor Jel Alonte with us to grace our presence. Meanwhile, more Maharlika Pilipinas Volleyball Association when we return. Look of another familiar face, Jong, AC Masangkay.
Of course, who can forget a legendary setter from University of the East. She was part of our national team and played in VTV International Women's Volleyball Cup and in AVC. Both happened in 2015 and also bagged several championship under her belt.
At ang maganda dito, no, nagkatapat din sila before in the collegiate ranks si May Makatuno. Ito si AC Masangkay. And baka ma-renew yung rivalry dito sa MPVA.
This will be a very good chance, no, renewing the rivalry of AC Masangkay and May Makatuno. Who thought na ba pwede mangyari yan here in MPVA?
And dito yung nakikita natin na binanggit ko nga kanina, very tight-knit yung ating volleyball community. So perhaps rekindling the friendships, also yung rivalries natin.
Exactly. And Maganda yung sinabi mo, Ken, rekindling not only the rivalry but the friendship. For sure, majority of the players we have here in the arena, magkakaibigan yan despite being foes inside the court, but for sure they're friends outside the court.
Meanwhile, let's check in with Sab San Diego.
Ngayon nga ay kasama naman natin si Sigawan now. So hello, welcome back. At matanong ko lang, how are you liking the experience so far dito nga sa ating first ever scouting combine?
Actually, very, very interesting kasi syempre tagal ko nang hindi naglalaro at nagkakaroon ng proper drills. So, exciting siya and very thrilled.
Kitang-kita ko nga sa mukha mo na you're just really excited, of course, para nga dito sa ating scouting combine. At na-mention mo nga sa akin na ikaw ay business developer. So, pag natanggap ka dito, paano natin i-manage yung time mo?
For that naman po, since business developer ako, so yung time ko po is hawak ko talaga. So, if ever, no conflicts talaga. Kasi kaya ko mag-adjust sa work or pag may urgent lang matter like meetings na kailangan attendan, siguro yun lang yung magiging conflict. Pero so far, hawak ko talaga yung oras ko.
Meron ka ba mga gustong i-shoutout or batiin sa lahat nga ng mga sumusuporta sa'yo?
Hi po sa mother ko at sa mga coaches ko. Bumalik po ako sa paglalaro. Yun lang po.
Alright, there you go. Now back to the panel.
Maraming salamat, Sab San Diego. And marami tayong ganyan na, no, Jong. They still have a day job, but hindi nawawala yung passion and love for volleyball.
Exactly. You know what, Ken, sabi nga nila, once a volleyball player, always be a volleyball player. And we just so now si Gawa, one of the homegrown talents we have here in the MPVA from Cavite, Ken.
Interesting din, no? Paano na ipag-juggle yung kanyang trabaho in volleyball.
And I think that is part of being an athlete, no? I mean, you have your daytime job, but of course, the love for the sports will still be there. And of course, these athletes will surely find the time in a way para makapaglaro here at the historic inaugural season of MPVA.
And ito nga, no, Jong, maraming nakikita natin patuloy na mag-aapaw yung pagpasok ng ating mga players here. But ito, si Sab San Diego, meron na namang kasama sa ating sidelines.
Ngayon nga ay kasama natin si Aiko Urda. So congratulations and welcome, of course, dito nga sa ating scouting combine. So paano mo ba nalaman itong scouting combine na ito?
Sa ko lang po, sa teammate ko. Kanina napag-usapan lang namin, tapos sabi namin na mag-try kami dito na pumunta po.
Wait lang, matanong ko lang din naman, no? Pang ilang liga mo na to, if ever?
Hindi ko na po matandaan, pero 5 years po ako naglaro sa labas. Tapos natigil. So ngayon, parang nag-try ulit ako nga dito. So excited naman ako na sana makuha.
Of course, syempre hopeful rin naman tayo. But I do have to ask, kamusta ang ating experience so far?
Okay naman siya na enjoy. Tapos may mga matututunan ka din sa iba't ibang player din na makakasama mo dito na nagta-try out din.
Meron ka bang mga gustong i-shoutout or batiin?
Okay na po.
Okay na daw siya. And there you have it, of course, Aiko Urda. So back to the panel.
Thank you very much, Sab San Diego. Ang focus lang ni Aiko, maglaro. Nahihiya muna bumate. But we had here, Jong, one of the prominent players here, Aiko Urdas.
Of course, Aiko Urdas, UAAP Season 75 Rookie of the Year. She's a very prominent and really contributed a lot sa run ng NU during her time.
At ngayon naman sa panel, kasama natin one of the assistant coach of the Caloocan Batang Kangkalu in the MPBL, none other than Mr. Hector Serrano. Hello, sir.
Yes, magandang gabi. Napakagandang opportunity to. Although part ako ng basketball ng Kangkalo, but the management send sa amin dito na mag-scout ng mga players. Kasi so far, as of now, if I'm not mistaken, wala pang setup about sa volleyball eh. So, yun. Napunta kami dito ni Coach.
And Coach, siyempre itong Caloocan Batang Kangkalu, you guys are doing very well sa ating MPBL 5th season. In fact, papasok na kayo sa playoffs, so punta na po tayo doon. But ito, very refreshing for sure para sa inyo makakita ng mga matitikas na volleyball players here dito sa ating MPVA.
Yeah. Thank you. So far, we're blessed na ganun yung ay tinatakbo ng team namin sa Caloocan dahil siguro yan sa yung support ng management na walang sawang suporta. Lahat maganda yung support ng Caloocan management. With regards naman dito sa volleyball, so magandang opportunity to because not only basketball and thankful tayo kay kay founder natin kay Senator Manny Pacquiao na ganun and magandang opportunity to na magkaroon ng team yung Batang Kangkalo.
And sir, you're doing perfectly fine in MPBL. Was there any pressure? Was there any pressure na mag-perform kayo with the expectation here in MPVA? Here in volleyball naman?
Siguro first time to, di ba? First
Yes.
season eh. So, I think all of the teams mangangapa eh. Depende na lang siguro sa preparations ng every teams. So, depende rin sa mga players na masiselect ng every teams.
Eto coach, pagkaataw nyo ng imbita ng mga taga-Caloocan na manood ng ating pinakabagong volleyball league.
Yes, unang-una nagpapasalamat ako sa management ng Caloocan, si Kong Oka, Malapitan, si Mayor Along Malapitan, si Sir Enteng, Boss Dennis, Boss Felix, si Boss Epay, and lahat ng sumusuporta sa Team Caloocan. Maraming salamat po sa inyo lahat.
Maraming salamat din sa inyong patuloy na pagsuporta, Coach Hector Serrano of the Caloocan Batang Kangkalo.
Thank you po.
So, ayun, Jong, talagang yung ating mga MPBL coaches and team managers, nagsusuporta din sa kanilang lalawigan at provinces. And we'll have more of the Maharlika Pilipinas Volleyball Association when we return. Maharlika Pilipinas Volleyball Association Scouting Combine. Ken Pangilinan pa rin po kasama si Jong Panerio, and we see here on your screens we're now conducting the scrimmages here, Jong, and can you tell us the importance of having this as we prepare for the upcoming volleyball tournament?
Well, Ken, since this is inaugural season of MPBA, you don't know kung sino yung makakateam mo. So, and volleyball is a team sport, so it's very important that you know how to gel very well with your teammates. So that's why we're having a scrimmage here right now to see for the coach to see kung magi-gel ba yung mga players na to sa mga players na hindi pa nila nakikilala.
And nakikita natin, no? Different possessions, so very crucial to in terms of forming your team, Jong.
Exactly, and of course, yung magkakaibigan to mga to, but at the end of the day, you need to edge out the other na attendees na nag-try out dito because, of course, you really wanted na may team na kumuha sa'yo here in MPVA.
And they're certainly doing that. They've been showing their skills. And of course, hindi lang naman skills sa pinag-uusapan dito, the character, how well can you mesh in being with the team, Jong.
Tama ka dyan, Ken. And of course, you really want to impress the team owners na nandito sa arena at makuha at ma-line up ka sa pool nila.
And now we have the MPVA General Counsel, Attorney Glenn Cackle with us. Hello, sir.
Hello, good evening.
And sir, your reaction so far with the turnout of our volleyball players dito sa ating scouting combine?
Well, I was very surprised no yung turnout natin. I was shocked actually na at first sabi 65 plus players and then naging 70, naging 8 and then we have like 110 turnout. So very excited, very thrilled and very happy that yung malaki yung turnout ngayon.
Well, sir, this is the pioneering event of MPBA and it turns out to be very successful. So any plans, sir, that we have in mind to keep the legal game to be more successful?
Well, as of now, we're focused on being a club-based volleyball association. There are I'm not sure if it was discussed, but there are homegrown players in each team and ex-pro players in each team. So we're kind of in the middle. So of course this will be decided by none other than Manny Pacquiao. But as of now, we just want to focus on grassroots talent, yung homegrown players talaga natin. So
and sir, for sure, alongside our fighting Senator Manny Pacquiao, you have so many grand plans for our inaugural Maharlika Pilipinas Volleyball Association. So what's your message sa ating mga volleyball fans na talaga inaabangan itong bagong liga natin?
okay, so this message is from Manny Pacquiao himself. No, he created or he founded this MPVA to create a platform and for every Filipino or Filipina to have the chance and opportunity to showcase their talents in the volleyball world. So the purpose also is to seek out homegrown talents talaga, grassroots talents. Same with MPBL na is established right now. So he emphasized that this is a chance for every Filipina. This will be an institution in the volleyball world, and he envisions iba naman kasi mag-envision si Manny. So he envisions that this will be a strong institution and will continue hindi lang ngayong inaugural season but for years to come. So yun yung expect natin and hopefully turn pro.
Yes, and sir, volleyball is a growing community here in the Philippines. So what the volleyball fans can expect here from MPVA?
The volleyball fans would expect players from each what differs from other leagues is that this will be LGU based. So players from, let's say, Manila, let's say from QC, homegrown players from those teams will play. So hopefully we get yung fan base, grassroots fan base from these different LGUs.
And sir, this is your opportunity now to greet and invite our fans to join the newest volleyball league here in our country.
So everyone, we're very happy of the turnout, and hopefully you can support and hopefully you can watch all the games in MPVA, and together with Manny Pacquiao, we will continue with this league, and hopefully it will be stronger than ever.
Maraming salamat po, Attorney Glenn Gacal. More of the Maharlika Pilipinas Volleyball Association Scouting Combine when we return.
Hanggang 8 lang kayo, no? 8. Ginagawa niyo floor, 1 to 8 lang.
We continue the coverage here at the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center in San Juan City ng ating newest volleyball league, the Maharlika Pilipinas Volleyball Association Scouting Combine. Ken, Pangilinan pa rin po, kasama si Jong Panerga. And Jong, nakikita natin, we're scrimmaging and certainly the action is picking up here sa ating Scouting Combine.
Tama ka dyan, Ken. And nakikita natin 100+ players vying to get a spot sa mga team owners natin at mapasama here in MPVA. At nakikita nga natin dito na naglalaro na yung mga attendees natin here in the MPVA. And for sure, they are doing their very best para mapansin at makuha yung attention ng ating mga team owners.
And Jong, if you're a coach, what are you looking for sa ating scrimmages dito?
Well, for me, since this will be the very first season of MPVA, I'm looking for player na very versatile, Ken. You know, the one that could actually do everything inside the court. And also, I'm looking for someone who has the leadership and character inside the court. Because, again, volleyball is not just about physical sport, but it is about mental and team effort, Ken.
And speaking of leadership, speaking about mental effort, nakikita natin itong ating mga players, they're trying to show their stuff dahil nga, hindi basta-basta makakapasok sila sa ating mga kanya-kanilang kupunan.
Exactly, Ken. And if there is a time for them to showcase their talent, to showcase their sport, this is the time, Ken. They need to give their 100% para makakuha ng spot sa mga team owners natin here in MPVA.
And you know, Jong, I'm just so glad that some of our players here na meron din siguro na medyo matagal hindi nakalaro, but naglakas ng loob because they recognize that this is a huge opportunity for them to show their talent and show na, kayang-kaya ko pa maglaro dito sa ating pinakabagong volleyball league.
Exactly, Ken. And of course, the privilege, the prestige of being part of the very first ever season of MPVA.
And to explain more of the MPVA, we've got the MPVA and also the MPBL Head of Operations, none other than the King Tiger himself, Coach Emerson Orieta. Hello, Coach.
Yeah, good evening. Good evening.
And Coach, nakikita naman natin yung turnout ng ating mga volleyball players. And Coach, nakita rin naman natin yung success ng MPBL so far. And your reaction sa mga nakikita natin dito sa ating scrimmages?
Of course, nag-stay tayo dun sa vision ng ating founder, ni Senator Manny Pacquiao, yung tulong niya sa sports, no, para mabigyan ng chance yung lahat ng athlete, no, na mapagpatuloy yung gusto nila na sports.
And sir, you know, of course, this is the very first league for MPVA. What these hopefuls can still expect from MPVA? Ano pa yung mga ina-expect nila, sir?
Of course, no, maganda yung plano ng ating founder. Like what happened with the MPBL, no? We started 10 teams. So I'm sure no, magiging maganda rin itong kalalabasan ng MPVA.
And coach, syempre binanggit mo na rin yung success ng MPBL, no? But with regards to MPVA, ano ba yung naging vision dito ni Senator Manny? Why was this built in the first place?
I still will stick to grassroots. No? Magkakaroon pa rin to ng mga homegrown players from the LGUs. So para, alam mo na yun, makakita tayo, maka-discover talaga tayo na alam niya na marami pang mga magagaling, no? Sa mga barangays dyan, sa mga provinces. So mostly, parang ganun din talaga yung mangyayari sa MPVA. So we're excited at sana masuportahan din nila to kagaya ng suportahan nila sa MPBL.
Well, sir, will be the grassroots recruitment sa mga LGUs natin will still continue sa mga succeeding season ng MPVA? Magtutuloy-tuloy po ba yung recruitment ng mga talents natin from local municipalities and cities sa mga susunod na liga ng MPVA?
Yeah, that's for sure. No? Kailangan talaga magkaroon sila na tinatawag nating homegrown players. Kaya most probably, maghahanap na yung mga teams natin ngayon.
And sir, ito, talagang pwede nating invite, especially yung ating mga local fans na talagang inaabangan na puntahan itong MPVA sa kanilang probinsya. Why do you invite them to watch our US Volleyball League?
Yeah, well, we're very excited. Sana masuportahan din nila to. Like the MPBL, right now naman ang mga babaeng atleta naman, no, ng mga Pinay ang ating mga susuportahan dito. At sana po, kagaya ng pagsuporta nyo sa MPBL at tuluyan nyo rin pong suporta ang MPVA.
Thank you very much, the Acting President and Chief Executive Officer of the Maharlika Pilipinas Volleyball Association, none other than Coach Emerson Oreta. Sir, maraming salamat ulit.
Thank you guys.
Meanwhile, we have a report coming from Sab San Diego. Sab?
Ngayon naman ay kasama natin ang mga known setters, of course, nga sa ating volleyball scene. So we have JM Palarca and May Makatuno. So let's start with you. Kamusta naman ang ating scrimmage so far?
So far, okay naman po lahat. Binibigay nila yung best nila para ma-draft sila dito sa MVPA. So lahat may chance and sana makasama sa mga ma-draft po.
Ikaw naman, anong masasabi mo sa performance mo kanina?
Ayun, sa akin naman, I think I did my best naman din and lahat naman kami ginagawa lahat na para makapasok. Sana lahat makapasok sa laro.
Kapag ikaw ay nakapasok, sino naman ba yung gusto mong makamatch up? Meron ka bang player in mind?
Para sa akin siguro, as a challenge na yung bigatin ng mga naglalaro sa PBL eh. Mga ganun siguro, para ma-challenge yung sarili.
Ikaw naman, kapag ikaw ay nakapasok, meron ka bang player in mind na gusto mong makamatch up?
Siguro lahat naman kasi magagaling. So wala namang pinipili. Kumbaga, bibigay ko lang yung best ko para makalaro ng maayos.
Dahil dyan, meron ka ba mga gusto batiin?
Binabati ko yung family ko sa Pampanga, sa Cavite po, sila Lai, mga Lulahati family po. Thank you.
Alright, thank you so much. Ngayon, ikaw naman, meron ka bang mga gustong batiyan?
Binabati ko yung mga pamilya ko din sa Tarlac, tapos sa Antipolo. Tapos lahat ng mga friends ko na nandyan, hello sa inyo. Thank you.
Alright, and there you have it. Good luck to the both of you. Back to the panel.
Maraming salamat, Sab San Diego. And Jong, kausap lang naman ni Sab kanina, 2 batiyang setter na kabilang ngayon sa ating scouting combine.
Tama ka dyan, Ken. And you know what, Ken? I can't imagine the pressure sa mga setter na to. If ever man na may team na kumuha sa kanila, imagine you will be starting from scratch because you don't know the players, and the most important thing in volleyball is gelling. So you see the responsibility na naghihintay sa mga setters na to.
More of the Maharlika Pilipinas Volleyball Association Scouting Combine after this. We're still here at the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center in San Juan as we still continue with the festivities here at the Maharlika Pilipinas Volleyball Association Scouting Combine. Ken and Jong pa rin po ang inyong kasama. And Jong, dami natin na interview na players and your thoughts on how they've been faring so far here.
And I think every player here in the arena are given the equal opportunity to showcase their talent in sport. And it's really up to the team owners kung na-impress ba sila with the performance that these hopefuls are showing right now.
And nakikita natin na yung team owners natin, team managers, hindi umaalis. They've been here since pumasok itong ating mga manlalaro at talagang inaabangan nila how they would fare here in our scouting combine.
And of course, Ken, this is the inaugural season of MPVA. At syempre, gusto mo na mag-perform na maayos yung team mo. So really be very selective sa mga team, sa mga players na kukunin mo inside your team.
And we remind you that you are watching this live on the Plus Network digital platforms. You see here, Kai Balwalwa, former NU Lady Bulldog. And now she has come back to play here sa ating Maharlika Pilipinas Volleyball Association scrimmages.
And also not only Kai Nepomuceno. Well, I remember her,
Ayun.
Kering Nepomuceno during her NU days. A lot of personalities still on the scrimmage vying to get a spot here in MPVA.
Let's check in with our courtside reporter, Sab Santiago.
Ngayon nga kasama natin, UE Lady Warrior, we have Jana Santa Maria. So, girl, kanina pa nga tayo nagkakwentuhan dito, pero kwentuhan din naman natin ang ating viewers, no? Kamusta ang scrimmage so far?
So far, very exciting. Syempre, new people for me, new experience again. And syempre, very exciting dahil sobrang tagal ko nang hindi nag-play with other people since the pandemic. So yeah, very exciting for me. And I'm really glad that I had this wonderful opportunity to play again and be able to be exposed again to the volleyball world.
If you're to evaluate ang performance mo, 10 being the highest, anong rating?
Siguro half-half, ganun. Just getting back sa volleyball. I've been training with the new team of UE. Like training lang, ganun. Para lang mag-get back together. Ayun. Thankful din ako sa coach dahil pinayagan din ako mag-training and for me to be ready again whenever there will be tryouts.
At dahil dyan, now is the time na batiin mo nga, of course, ang boyfriend mo. Sabi mo nga sa akin ay nandito nga siya at nanonood.
Hi pala sa boyfriend ko nandun, sumama pero hindi nanood. Char. Tapos ayun, hi din kay mama and papa. Ma, nasa TV na ulit ako. Charot na.
Alright, and there you go. Of course, good luck to you. Now back to the panel.
Thank you very much, Sab Santiago. And ngayon, meron din tayong kasamang manlalaro, one of the legends of the University Perpetual Health System Dalta Volleyball Program. Walang iba, kundi si Sandy De Los Santos. Hello, Sandy.
Hello po. Good evening.
Kumusta naman ang experience mo so far dito sa scouting combine natin?
Okay naman po. Masaya. Nag-enjoy naman po kami. Na lahat ng mga players na hindi na nakapaglalaro dati, nabibigyan ng chance ngayon para makapaglaro.
And yes, Andy, madaming fans yung nag-aantay sa'yo. So how it feels na finally magbabalik na ang isang Sandra De Los Santos?
Na-excite po ako. Tapos na-excite din ako sa training para napakita ko po sa kanila na nagbabalik ako. Ayun po.
Sandy, nung first na hanap mo na nagpapa-tryout sila dito sa ating MPVA. Ano yung reaction mo and paano mo pinaghandaan itong scrimmages na ito?
Actually po, hindi po talaga kasi galing po akong Mindanao. Kaka-flight ko lang po kanina. Tapos dumiretso akong Valenzuela. Tapos dumiretso na po ako dito. Kaya wala po talagang preparation. Kumbaga, tiwala lang po sa sarili yung dala ko. Ayun po.
And of course, Sandy, aminin na natin, you are one of, let's say, the most prominent, even up until now, graduates ng Perpetual. Was there still any pressure, especially mga fans mo way back in NCAA, was there any pressure ba right now from you?
Opo, may nakaka-pressure po kasi sa akin po kasi tagal ko rin pong na-stop sa paglalaro. Tapos ngayon magbabalik. Kailangan ko po talaga ng ensayo na matinding ensayo po para mabalik ko po yung dating laro ko po.
And Sandy, binanggit mo matagal ka nang di naglaro. Pero ano yung pakiramdam na not only nakabalik ka dito sa volleyball, pero nakikita mo yung mga familiar na muka, mga nakakalaban mo, mga kaibigan mo.
Ano po, nakakatuwa po tingnan kasi nagsasama-sama po ulit kami ngayon dito sa liga na po, na bagong liga na po ito. Tapos, nabibigyan kami ng chance na ipakita yung kung anong laro namin talaga.
And Sandy, I just like to know, no, meron ka ba ditong nakita na nakalaro mo na before? At, I mean, na-excite ka na makita muli?
Opo, na-excite ako na maging teammate sila tsaka makalaban ko po sila sa this coming MPVA po.
And eto, binanggit mo na rin lang, excited ka na rin maglaro. Sure, excited din yung ating mga fans na gustong manood. So why do you invite them to join our newest volleyball league?
Hi guys, please support MPVA this coming soon. Kung kailan man po, please support us po. Thank you po.
Nalalapit na yan. Maybe sa month ng October, magsisimula na po ang ating newest volleyball league. Maraming salamat, Sandy De Los Santos. It's great to have you here. And talaga excited yung ating mga viewers. And eto nga, nakikita natin, Sandy De Los Santos as well as sila May Makatuno, nakita rin natin, nakausap ni Sab San Diego, and patuloy pa rin ang ating scrimmages dito, Jong.
Exactly, and Sandy De Los Santos, one of the prolific players that we have here in the arena. And for sure, Ken, may makikita pa tayo na familiar faces trying to get a spot here in MPVA.
And Sandy De Los Santos, apart from her, ito sa Perpetual, ang dami ding namayagpag na players coming from that program. You got sila Meros Dapol, also MVP ng from Perpetual. But nakikita rin natin, we've got less heralded players na hindi natin masyadong kilala. But ito yung kagandahan ng Maharlika Pilipinas Volleyball Association. Baka meron tayong mga hindi natin masyadong napapansin na manlalaro, biglang umusbong, especially dito sa ating scrimmages.
Tama ka dyan, Ken. Here in MPVA, amateur, professional are actually equal footing tayo dito, no? I mean, it is a matter of your skills, your talent. It has nothing to do with your name. It is really about your skill, your heart, and passion for volleyball.
And kudos to our fighting senator, Senator Manny Pacquiao, na binuo niya itong pagkakataon para sa ating mga volleyball athletes to not only excel but also get back to the very sport that they love, which is volleyball.
Tama ka dyan, Ken, also opening the door for volleyball player aspirants who actually doesn't have any opportunity na, well, makapag-enroll sa NCAA or UAP school. And I think this is a very good platform for them, again, to show na even though na homegrown talent sila, they still have the talent and skills to show in nationwide TV.
At ang kakaiba dito, meron tayong at least 3 ex-pro players na limit with the terms sa ating mga teams. But also, very important na at least 3 homegrown players yung makabilang sa ating mga respective teams.
At maganda yun, Ken, kasi that will be a very diverse pool composition. No, a homegrown talent going and playing together with a professional player. For sure, maraming matututunan yung homegrown talent na to that professional player.
Meanwhile, let's check in again with Sab San Diego.
Ngayon nga ay kasama ko former players ng UAAP and NCAA. We have Erica Alcuino, isang middle blocker, at syempre naman si Janela Sulit na libero. Ngayon, mag-start muna tayo sa iyo, Janela. So, kamusta ang experience so far?
Sobrang saya dahil nakabalik ulit ako sa paglalaro, and then magkakaroon ulit ng chance yung mga manlalaro na mailabas yung galing nila sa larangan ng volleyball.
Ikaw naman, Erica, sino ba ang inspiration mo para ikaw ay maglaro ulit or mag-sign up dito nga sa ating scouting combine?
Siyempre yung family ko, yun yung una kasi kaya ako naman ginagawa lahat ng to para sa kanila talaga.
Okay, speaking of family, syempre sinabi mo naman sa kanila na ikaw ay sasali. Ano yung naging reaction nila nung nalaman nga nila na ikaw ay nandito sa scouting combine?
Actually, hindi ko pa sinasabi sa kanila kasi gusto ko surprise sila if ever na makukuha ako dito, and hopefully, sana talaga. Kasi gusto ko na rin talaga maglaro.
Ikaw, kamusta naman yung performance mo kanina sa scrimmage?
Okay naman yung performance ko sa scrimmage, sana matanggap.
para makabalik ulit sa volleyball.
Okay, now shoutouts.
Hi sa family ko sa Bulacan, Sulit family, Maglonso family, and also shoutout sa Dumago family from Cagayan de Oro.
Ikaw naman, sino mga gusto mo pang batiin?
Binabati ko yung family ko, si Afril, and thank you sa opportunity na binigay ng MPBL. MPBL.
Okay, there you have it, of course, ang ating MPVA hopefuls. Now back to the panel.
Sabrina San Diego, and here with us is the team manager of Nasipit Butuan and one of the more prominent players in the men's volleyball scene. Walang iba kundi si Mr. JV Sumagaysay. Hello, Sir JV.
Ayan, sobrang nakakatuwa kasi dito is makakabalik yung mga dating players natin na hindi na nakikita at maraming umiidolo talaga. So, etong MPVA for me, stepping stone to para dun sa mga grassroots, which is ito yung programa ni Manny Pacquiao. And for me, exposure para sa maraming players.
Exactly. And JV, we all know that you are already a professional volleyball player. So, on looking for a homegrown talent, ano yung mga criteria na hinahanap mo in looking for a homegrown talent na mapabilang sa team mo?
Unang-una siguro, for me, yung commitment Yung commitment sa team na gusto niyang i-represent yung mismong butuan na sipit. So, next is yung quality ng player and yung pagkakataon na mabigyan yung homegrown talaga na player.
And JV, no, sobrang tagal mo na involved sa volleyball as a player, as an analyst even. And can you talk to us about yung growth ng volleyball in general dito sa Pilipinas?
Yung goal?
The growth.
Yung growth ng unahin natin siguro sa women's muna tayo. Yung sa women's, for me, ang laki ng pinagbago. Kasi tignan naman natin yung pine-perform nung last AVC na from 100 plus rank, pumunta tayo sa 50 plus. And even na men's volleyball, makikita natin yung growth na ngayon may mga players tayo na nasa ibang bansa na talaga. So, yung growth ng volleyball dito sa Pilipinas, ang laki ng binago simula nung nag-start ako mag-volleyball. So, for me, ito, panibago na naman to na pagkakataon para mag-grow pa yung men's and women's volleyball sa Pilipinas.
Yes, JV, and you've mentioned about growth. What do you think are the secrets of the growing community of volleyball here in the Philippines?
Unang-una yung sikreto dito for me is yung mga taong magtitiwala. Like Manny Pacquiao, si Senator Manny Pacquiao, alam natin na yung tiwalang binibigay niya sa mga players, nag-umpisa siya ng panibago na naman like MPBL, eto naman ngayon yung MPVA. So, alam mo yun, yung binibigay ng tao na pagkakataon sa mga players, sa mga manlalaro, na magkaroon ng tournament na paghahandaan, yun talaga yung isa sa sekreto for me.
Ito, JV, pagkakataon mo nang imbitahin ang ating mga viewers, especially yung mga taga-Butuan, to invite them to join our newest volleyball league.
Ayan, para sa mga sumusuporta and lalo na sa mga tiga-Butuan na sipit, ayan, iniimbitahan namin kayo na suportahan ang Team Butuan sa darating na MPVA. And ayun, sobrang pasasalamat kay Tito Mayor Rosco Plaza.
Thank you very much. The one and only JV Sumagaysay. More of the Maharlika Pilipinas Volleyball Association when we return.
Maglaro. Diba? Gusto nyo pang maglaro, gusto nyo pang mapasama sa isang liga na competitive, na marami kayong makakalaban na magagaling. And yun po naman ang gusto naming mai-offer sa inyo. Yung makapaglaro pa kayo at makapagpasaya pa kayo ng mga tao. So, Yung iba hong mga team owners, nakita na ho kayo maglaro, may mga tinanong na sila. But dito sa liga natin na to, importante yung inyong place or city of origin. So I hope you filled up that part in your application form para alam nila kung saan yung inyong locality, because we also give value doon sa mga homegrown talents, no? Yung mga kung saan kayo talaga nanggaling. So maraming salamat. Gusto ko rin pasalamatan yung facilitators natin, Coach Yani, Coach Kung Fu, Coach George Pascua. Maraming salamat. And sa inyong lahat sa tiwala na binigay nyo sa amin. We are targeting October as the opening, so malapit na po yun. So abangan nyo po, abangan nyo yung tawag ng ating mga team owners. Bago tayo maghiwa-hiwalay, meron tayong pagkain na hinanda. At gusto ko sana makilala nyo rin ang isang haligi ng MPVA.
And there you have it. Welcome back to MPVA. At ngayon nga naman ay kasama natin, of course, si CJ Rosario, known a middle blocker. But I do have to ask, no, how did you find out about this scouting combine?
Mga co-volleyball players ko lang din na nawalan ng teams, and then si Sir Gino nag-message din sa mga kakilala lang din talaga na mga players na nag-aabang din ng mga lalaroan.
Kanina na-mention mo nga sa akin na after 4 years, ngayon ka na nga lang ulit naglaro. You're back on the court. So, kamusta? Anong feeling?
Sobrang nakaka-overwhelm. Actually, kanina parang pagtungtong ko sa court, lagi kasi basketball court lang yung natutungtungan ko eh. So, pagtungtong ko sa volleyball court, parang na-overwhelm ako kasi after 4 years, bumalik na ulit ako actually makakabalik if ever na mabigyan ng chance sa paglalaro nung passion na gusto namin.
Meron ka bang mga gustong pasalamatan at batiin?
Binabati ko lang yung mga pamilya ko sa Cagayan. Tapos, siguro, pasalamatan ko na lang din yung mga co-players ko na nag-invite sa akin dito na makarating dito.
Alright, good luck to you. Now back to the panel.
Thank you very much, Sab San Diego. And after weeks of speculation and anticipation, we finally get a glimpse of what the Maharlika Pilipinas Volleyball Association is all about. And Jong, I love the turnout of not only from these wonderful players that took the leap of faith to participate, but also ang ating mga team owners and coaches na nandito.
Exactly, Ken. Well, this is a long day for our hopeful talents. You know what, Ken? They went through a warm-up, they go through a skill drill, and then they played with each other and to test their gelling, to test the chemistry and the team effort. And for sure, not only the team owners, yung may manakuha na players, but for sure, these players, these hopefuls, learned something, not only with their fellow hopefuls, but also with the coaches that we have here in MPVA, like Coach Kung Fu and Coach George Pascua.
Daming pinagdaanan ng players, no? And kudos din sa ating mga coaches na nag-facilitate sa ating scrimmages and drills. And your final thoughts on what transpired here, Jong?
Well, Ken, I'm very excited. All I can say is I'm very excited to see kung paano yung magiging composition ng mga teams natin, and I'm very excited how will they play, especially that it will be a mix of veteran players and homegrown talents. I'm very excited to see how they will going to gel and play as a one team.
And nakita natin, no? These players, talagang excited sila. Nakita natin yung haba ng pila kanina, papasok during the registration process. And something to look forward to is the press conference ng ating Maharlika Pilipinas Volleyball Association. That will be done on September 15. So that's on Friday, next Friday po yan. So talagang dapat abangan yan, Jong.
Exactly. I know some of our audiences here right now still have questions kung paano ba itong MPVA, how it being different from other leagues. Well, malalaman natin yan on September 15, press con for the very first MPVA.
And you know, you gotta credit our Commissioner Mike Tavera, also Mr. Gino Panganiban and Sir Allen Reyes, really explaining well, no, yung mga intricacies ng ating bagong tournament.
And of course, Senator Manny Pacquiao for spearheading and for pioneering this volleyball tournament, showcasing different talents all over the country and giving them the hope, no, na makapaglaro in a big arena like this and to learn from professional players that we have here right now.
And you see the smiles of the faces of our talented, hardworking volleyball players that are searching for opportunities here. And ako, as a volleyball fan, I'm just so excited for them. Lalo na yung mga matagal nang hindi nakapaglaro, matutukoyan natin ulit sila dito sa ating bagong liga.
Yes, tama ka dyan, Ken. And sabi ko nga kanina, yes, some of the legends that we have here are already aged, but for sure, the passion, the love for the sport still young as they were before during their prime years, Ken. And for sure, marami at maraming mai-impart yung mga professional players natin sa team na mapipili nila and for sure, sa mga kasama nila na homegrown talent.
And Jong, ikaw nga matanong kita, no? Ikaw as a volleyball fan, you see familiar faces, new faces as well. Ano yung naging reaction mo? Nakita mo sila pumipila and ngayon pinapakita yung kailang talent dito.
Well, I remember myself being a fan, Ken, no, cheering to these players on the sideline, and I'm very happy to see them in person and to see Ken na parang wala nagbago. They're still very athletic, as like when they're playing in NCAA and in UAAP, and I'm very excited for the contribution na madadala nila sa team nila.
At ayan, nalalapit na po ang ating Maharlika Pilipinas Volleyball Association. But first, meron nga tayong press conference, no? This September 15 on Friday, we will have the Maharlika Pilipinas Volleyball Association press conference. So you should watch out for that. So ayan na po, nagtatapos na po ang ating Maharlika Pilipinas Volleyball Association Scouting Combine on behalf of our wonderful production crew, Sab San Diego and Jong Panerio. Ako po si Ken Pangilinan. Maraming salamat. This has been Manny Pacquiao's Maharlika Pilipinas Volleyball Association.